and it's gotta be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's the only thing that's soothing my soul. Turn on the TV to Power Rangers. Now it's morphin' time. I'm ready to go.
All right. On Friday, April the 10th, I was forced to watch a movie that I thought would be incredible. However, I found out that it was one of the worst movies I have seen in 2019. I'm talking about Hellboy. See my giant fist here? Oh, wrap that up right there. But kind of been cut back. Can't get the tax refund yet. Hellboy 2019. It's a horrible movie. The story of this movie is we were not excited to see it when the first trailer came out. Then when the second trailer came out, we were extremely excited to see it. And then we saw it, and well, let's just talk about it. We were going to do a non-spoiler and spoiler review of this movie. We're going to spoil this whole movie because it's just that bad. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hellboy 2019. Mr. Chuck Taylor, what are your feelings on this movie, sir?
Oh gosh, yeah. This movie makes you want to throw up a few times in it. Just to be completely honest. And not just talking about how bad it is. Some of the things that you have to witness in this movie. Oh my God. Like the worst things that I could possibly think that somebody could do with CGI, they do in this movie. And it just gives you nightmares. But just to go on the movie, just reviewing the movie itself, and I'm going to take a lot from the first two Hellboys. This Hellboy, he was not funny. He wasn't funny, and his jokes did not land. That's what made Hellboy a really kind of cool movie to watch, because the guy was funny. Like, his jokes were funny. The acting with the other characters were funny. Like, he just kind of screamed a lot and kind of made boring jokes that didn't land.
Right.
The story was very weak. Was very weak. I mean, it was kind of like you already kind of knew what was going to happen in the story. You knew he was going to be betrayed. You knew that he's going to basically have to make a decision to not destroy the world, not to basically go to his evil side, because that's about Hellboy anyway. We know he's from, part devil. That's why he looks like that. So he had to, hey, am I going to take the human side of me, or am I going to take the devil side of me and destroy everybody? So
I wonder which.
I wonder which I'm going to do. It definitely makes you think that he might just want to kill everybody, because I don't really see very many good things that happen to him with the human side. Because they were just like stabbing him in the back, trying to kill him. Like every turn, they would just turn their backs on him or call him names and stuff like that. So I don't know if he would be very close to the human side. He might would have just went to the monster side anyway. But
remember when he pulled up at the end, the dude shot him.
yeah, they pulled up to help them, and they shot him. So it was pretty crazy. But the story
now he finally knows how it feels.
Yes. Just the pacing of the movie is very fast paced. It has a lot of action in it. But the weird thing, the action does not transition well to the audience. They don't really care about anything that's going on. I still found myself bored and tired and going to sleep halfway through the movie. No matter how many people got blown up, how many people got cut open in gory way, how many ugly things they had to fight or we had to see, I fell asleep on this movie in the theater, and it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I didn't go to a late movie. I wasn't tired, but the movie, it just doesn't draw you in. It doesn't have any type of story arc in it, and you don't care about Hellboy like you did on the first ones. Like, you start at least care about the character. Kind of wanted him to win and wanted him to be successful in the movie. This one was like, okay, what is the point of this? What's going on? And then there are all the stuff that they had with the King Arthur stuff. I'm like, they just threw that in there just for kicks and giggles. Like, okay, now he's an ancestor of King Arthur, and King Arthur has this magical sword, Excalibur, that was able to kill the demon princess or whatever her name was from destroying the world. So I don't know, like that whole little story part, like they could have left that out and they could have came up with something better. Like him, like I don't see why they went that way. What's she like, the Blood Queen or something? What was her name? You know her name?
The main villain?
Yeah, the one that was in pieces all across the world and they had to put it back together.
She was.
Okay. So that, basically, they do have a little story that is an evil witch or evil blood queen or whatnot. That's basically they have a huge fight with the humans and the monsters, and the monsters about to win. So the humans are going to, try to make some type of peace arrangement, but they, sabotage her and kill her while she's not looking, and they chop her body up with Excalibur because she can't be hurt by any other weapons. I'm just giving y'all a little brief details so you don't watch it. And they basically take her body and take her to different places all across the world, and only a holy man can unlock it and take her body part. She's alive the whole time. She can't die, but she's just dismembered. So it's like a whole puzzle game with some weird looking warthog man killing holy people and taking their tongues and speaking their holy language to unlock the boxes to bring her whole so she can destroy the world. And then she falls in love with Hellboy and sees that he's the actual devil and I want to marry him and destroy the world together. It's our destiny. So that's basically what the story arc was in the movie and why everything was happening. And I gave that to y'all in about a minute, and that's about how much it lasted. So you're welcome. You don't have to see the movie now. But other than what I gave you earlier, it was a complete waste of money. 9 rating was definitely well deserved.
That's a 9 out of 100. Not out of 10.
9 out of 100. Not 9 out of 10. 9 out of 100. The Rotten Tomato score. It was completely rotten. It's a horror movie. Just don't watch it. Don't support it. It has a lot of demonic and sick looking gross monsters on it. I'm all about gore and killing, and crazy ways of killing people when it comes to like movie and fight scenes and stuff like that. But this goes way beyond. I think they have one part, and I'm gonna let you go, when there's a psychic. There's a psychic girl.
I have to go? I have to go?
You have to go, so you got to be prepared to come to you. There's a psychic girl that she can talk to the dead, right? But the way she talks to the dead, she has to touch them, and then basically their whole soul comes out of her mouth. But it's not like a spirit. It's more like their intestines and their body backwards come, like she regurgitates their body up, and you see their head. So all the guts and everything hanging, juices, this long thing is coming out her mouth, and they're talking to people, and she sucks it back up, and like goo comes out of her mouth. Oh, it's so nasty. It's so nasty. That was like the worst. Just thinking about it again hurts me. But yeah, hopefully that saves you guys some money. And we do this because we love you guys. But yeah, this is not a movie for anybody to see. What about you, Rashad?
Oh, well, there were some things that I liked about this movie.
Yes, tell us.
Yes, the graphics in the movie are actually pretty good. The CGI is actually pretty decent. I believe some of the stuff that I'm looking at. And the scene where he fights the giants and beats them, that's pretty cool. Okay, on to the stuff that I dislike. This movie is horrible, man. When I saw it had a 9 Rotten Tomato rating, I was like, it can't be that bad. And when the movie first started, it wasn't too bad. I was like, hey, this movie's pretty good. But the problem with this movie is they try to spend so much time trying to gross you out with hanging eyeballs, human entrails, and people getting brutally murdered that they forgot to make a good story. I was just like, Chuck, we were going back and forth, passing out. I was not, Chuck, wake up, bro, Chuck. And then because I had to ask him, what was the whole thing about King Arthur again? I don't even remember. That was his dad? Oh, it wasn't his dad. He was descended from him? Oh, I missed that because I straight was passing out. The story, it does not engross you at all. It's too much. I don't know how to explain it. And like Chuck said, the action scenes are not good because you don't care. I'm using the wrong hand. The action scenes are not good because you don't care about the character. you know, and everything is ugly and everything is gross. Hellboy is ugly. And I understand the direction that they went with that. Like they made his face kind of asymmetrical and gave him a bunch of scars because he is from hell. I get that. But the witch he fights is horrible. It's ugly. The spirits coming out of the girl's mouth, yeah, that's gross. And then again, the whole thing about you not caring about anything because Hellboy doesn't accomplish anything, and his gimmicks mean nothing. So if you've seen the original Hellboy movie, I'm sorry, you see the big hand, the big fat hand. All right, he's got this big gun that he uses. It didn't mean anything. Like there's this big scene where he gets the gun. I don't know where it comes from, but somebody gives him the gun. It's got these really big bullets. He uses it one time at the end of the movie, and he uses it to fight the pig guy, and it does absolutely nothing. So the whole big gun was a complete waste. He's got this giant fist here that he does nothing with. He doesn't knock out anybody with the giant fist. It's a waste. Like, why do you have this giant fist? It's not even, I want to think like in the first Hellboy, I think he puts his fist into something, into like a door or something, and it unlocks something. Like, didn't that happen? I feel like that happened.
It's a long time.
No, this doesn't happen. It didn't happen in this movie at all. It doesn't mean anything. He's got a friend or somebody that works with him that turns into a jaguar. The jaguar does nothing. The jaguar attacks the pig guy just knocks him aside like he's nothing. What was the point of us waiting to see him transform? Even the last like 30 seconds of the movie when you get to see him again, he only shows up in like the last, he literally shows up for like 2.5 seconds out of 2 to 3 minutes of you watching the very end of the movie. What was the point? And it's not like they didn't have the budget for this. I mean, it's computer graphics all throughout this movie. There's probably nothing real this whole movie. There's not a single shrub or bush that's real. And you couldn't spend another $15,000 to make one of the actual characters do something? The main parts of the trailer mean nothing. You see him flying around on this big fiery dragon with the big horn sticking out. Like, oh man, what's going to happen here? Nope, that's just a vision.
Yep. But what could have happened?
Nothing. Yeah, what could have happened, right? Then, and the thing that got me so excited about the last trailer is that you see these massive creatures and they're just stomping people and picking up people and slice them in half. You're like, oh my God. You're like, how is Hellboy going to stop these guys? Like, you know, you're really wondering. I guess he's going out on the fiery dragon. And you're like, no. He's going to stick his sword in the ground. That's it.
Our review.
The sword that he shouldn't have picked up in the first place.
the sword and the stone, the King Arthur's sword, just so you know. So yeah. That sword that keeps getting used and remade in every other story. That sword.
Yep. That's that sword. The evil witch convinces him to pick up the sword. All hell breaks loose, literally. Then he chops her head off and puts the sword down. All hell breaks back in. The end. It's just
all happens.
This had the potential to be such a good movie because the computer graphics are good. You know, the overall. If I was to give you the synopsis of what this movie is about, I could make it sound interesting. But again, there was just no point. There was no time spent on pacing things out in a way that made sense and made you care about the movie. And they do stupid stuff. Like there's this one scene, which is actually pretty cool, where he's sitting on a horse and he's like, this seems like a good place for an ambush. And the other guy's like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And then stabs Hellboy in the back, like straight through. Like that was actually pretty cool. But the end result of that is dumb because number one, Hellboy keeps getting stabbed like multiple times. And you're like, oh man, how's he gonna come back from this? Like, I can't wait for him to come back. No, he's not going to come back. They're going to throw him in the water and electrocute him. And then the bad guys that are stabbing him are going to get killed by giants that they knew were there. Yes. They knew the giants were there.
And they can see the remains of something that a giant just ate, so they know it's fresh. Like, they're right around the corner. Yes. Like, let me just focus on killing Hellboy and not worry about giants.
Exactly. See, I was thinking, I don't know if you thought the same thing I did, Chuck, but I just thought that was some big distraction that they made. You know, that they killed those people and made it look like that so they could go take out Hellboy. No, the Giants are really there.
That's how a real writer would have written it. They would have like, yeah, you know, it was a whole big thing that they were trying to do, conspiracy to get him there so they could kill him and they could stop the end of the world. Yeah, that makes sense. No, they decided, no, I'm going to trick everybody. Yeah, I'm going to trick everybody. I'm going to have them still have the Giants around, and they betray old dude and try to kill him. And then they don't care about the Giants, and the Giants eat them. Yeah, that was great writing, guys. Whoever did that.
Yeah. It's going to be a short review here because there's nothing else to say about this movie. No. It's trash. I hate to call other people's work trash, but that's what you made. I'm sorry.
The actor that plays Hellboy needs to stick to Stranger Things. I like him in that show. He's the sheriff on Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. You didn't know, but yeah, he's not funny though. I'm sorry, you're not funny. You need to stick to serious suspense shows. Because you're not funny. At least on Hellboy, you're not funny. Sorry.
Go ahead and close it out there, Chuck.
But yeah, I'm with Cafe Party Easy. We do parties of all kinds. We have a nice, awesome event that's going to be on the 26th and 7th of April in game. So hopefully you guys can watch us our live review on that Friday in the theater and give us some comments and give us some feedback online. We'll be on Facebook and on YouTube. So we'll see you then.
All right. And look for us live, man. I can't wait to see you guys live and direct at Frank Cinnabon. It's going to be awesome. Avengers Endgame. Can't wait to see you guys. That's a big surprise for you as well. Sir. Again, like Chuck said, if you like what we did, make sure to give us a like. Leave your comments. Tell us how we were wrong about this. Tell us how you love this movie, and we will talk about you like a dog. Or tell us how you agree with us, and how you're a smart person, and how you hate this movie. And as usual, you got to subscribe to survive.
I'm sleepy.
This is Color Commentary, where we give you views from. You know what? Screw this, man.
Please. You see, I'm not dressed up. Like, I had to put on at least a character movie that I liked.
I'm done.
You done?
And it's gotta be Toast Project. That's the only thing that's soothing my soul. Turn on the TV to